All right, we're going to talk about your position, position number 4, and we're going to talk some things about on offense in general, some things you want to do on offense in general, and then we're going to take a look at you going up the court to get into your offensive position, transitioning out of defense into offense, and then we're going to take a look at your position against a zone defense and then your position against man-to-man defense. So your position number 4, also known as power forward. And so what are we trying to do on offense? Well, we're trying to score as a team. Sometimes that means you score, and many other times it means a teammate scores. One thing you just always want to think in everything that is done in basketball offense is to help your team score. So that's a question you always want to answer for yourself is what can I do to help my team score? So sometimes that means you take a good shot, sometimes it means you make a good pass, set a screen, execute an assignment if we're running a play. So it's just always thinking, what can I do to help my team score? So let's look at some of those things right now. One of them is passing. You want to make good passes to an open teammate. Most of the time they're going to be bounce passes. So you want good passes. Another thing to do is when you don't have the ball is getting open. So there's a few ways to get open, and we've talked about some of these. You can do a V cut to get open. You can lead your defender. Let me bring a defender in here. You can lead your defender in and then quickly come out to get the ball. So you could do things like you could even do things. Sorry, we have the ball. We're on offense. You could even do things like go around your teammate so that you can get a pass. Okay, but you got to work to get open. You can't just if all you do is just stand there and expect the ball to be passed to you. It's probably not going to be because say right here, you're not any closer to the basket than number 2 is, really. So just standing there and asking for the ball from number 2 is not going to get you the ball. You need to kind of move in, work your way, get your defender off you by cutting. Then 2 can say, oh, look, he's open. Then maybe 2 overcommits, and then you can go in for a layup or a close shot. So you want to work to get open. Another thing to do when getting open is find the open spot. So if you're here and you see there's an open spot in this area, then just go to that area. Go to here to 4, and then look, you're close to the basket. 2 could get you the ball, or maybe 1 has the ball and gets you the ball. So getting open, V cut, lose your defender by going around teammates, or just finding the open spot on the floor and getting there quickly. Maybe just kind of do a quick fake, shake off your defender, and go to the open spot so you can get the ball. So that's getting open. Another thing you want to do is when you have a good shot, take it. So what is a good shot? A good shot is that you're close enough to the basket, it's within your range, we call it, close enough that you can make it. For example, this would be a bad shot. That's too far away for you. So you want to be close to the basket where you can make it, and the defender's not right in front of you to where they can block it. If it looks like they're going to block it, then that would also be a bad shot. So we don't take bad shots. Another thing we do to help our teammate is a lot of times, sometimes, and it happens, is you're going to say, you're really going to want to score. And you say, man, I'm close to the basket, I want to score, but there's somebody there, it's not a good shot, what should I do? So now you may be in trouble. You've already dribbled. You can't dribble anymore to get around your defender. That would be traveling or double dribble. So what do you have to do? You're in trouble now. So when you're in trouble, don't panic. Simply turn away from the basket and pass to the first open teammate that you see. Because now 2 has the ball. Now you're helping your team to score. Because now maybe 2 can do something with the ball. Or why 2 got the ball, 1 goes in for a good shot. Okay, and then so when you're in trouble, you want to turn away from the basket and pass to the first open teammate you see. Don't panic. So those are things you want to do to help your team. Another thing you can do is set a screen. So let's say, for example, so you can set a screen. Let's say 2 has the ball here, and his defender's on him. Well, what you can do is you can come set a screen here. Let me show you what that looks like and on a basketball screen here. So you would come and set a screen. So that little T right there looking thing is an example for you go this direction and set a screen. Okay, so you're going to come here to set a screen. So you come here, set a screen. You brought your defender with you. Now 2 can go around. Okay. Now here's something that can happen a lot too. When 2 comes around, let's say you set a good screen for 2. 2 comes around, and we've done this in practice too. You want to kind of trail 2, because if someone picks up 2, look how close you are for a good shot. And 2 can say, I'm in trouble, or I see an open teammate, and he can pass it to you, and then you can take a good shot. So you don't want to just, after you make a screen, just stand here, because there's not much, you're further away from the basket than the ball is. And unless 2 is in trouble, you don't want to do that. Now, if you come with him and you see 2 gets in trouble to where he can't even pass to you, or maybe he's, say, double teamed, something like that, then you want to go behind him, help get him out of trouble. Okay, so you can set a screen. So help your team, good passes, get open, work to get open, take good shots, and get out of trouble. Now let's take a look about getting into your position. So you may be anywhere on the floor here. If we're trying to shoot this way, on defense you may end up anywhere on the floor, but you always want to come on this side. So you'll be on the right hand side of the basket if you come up, and the basket should be towards your left side. So if you point your left hand out, the basket should be, that left hand should be on the same side the basket's on. So you want to come over this side to get into your position, whether it be against the zone or against man-to-man. Now if the ball is coming up this way, no matter where you are, well, it's the same thing. You want to be on the right side, and the basket is on your left side here. Okay. So another thing, when we're coming up, when we're making that transition from defense to offense, on defense, it's about being faster. It's about getting the ball. When you make that transition to offense, you got to think, the mentality is to say, we're in control, and you're going to take what the defense gives you. Okay, so we're gonna go and set a play. We're gonna try to score. We're gonna get good shots off. I'm gonna set screens. I'm gonna get open. I'm in control. We as a team on offense are in control, and then we take what the defense gives you. So that's a transition from defense to offense. Where to go on the floor, you want to go on the right side, and just fix something here. And you want to think with the mentality that we are in control. Okay. So here's against the zone defense. Let's look at your position specifically. Here you are 4. Okay. Now this is the zone defense. We can see there's a 2-3, 2 people up top, 3 people down low. So this is a 2-3 defense. Now you're going to be what's called behind the zone. So you're actually behind the defenders, as this is the last line of defenders. As you can see, you're behind them this way. Okay. And why do you want to be behind the zone? Well, because what you're going to do a lot of is you're going to find the open spots on the floor. But your defender is not going to see what you're doing or what you're looking at or what you're trying, because he's told to kind of look at the ball. He can't look directly behind him and look at the ball at the same time. So, because if he were to turn and just face you, and 1 passes to the ball, well, then 2's got a gap because 4's not even turned around. 2 can come right up here and take a good shot. So he's going to be turned around facing the ball towards the ball side. Okay, so you want to be behind him. Now, being behind him, you're going to find the open spot on the floor. So this is really where you take what the defense gives you. So, for example, if 4 kind of cheats in a little bit, let's say 2 has the ball here and he's got a defender here, you'd want to come out. And then 2 passes you the ball, maybe 4 overcommits, and then you go in for a layup. Or maybe 4, you got the ball, 4 comes out to defend you, then you do a head fake or a ball fake or a shot fake, and then you go around and score. So there's a lot of things you can do. One thing you don't want to do is, as soon as you get the ball, unless you have a gap, if you had something like this, if 2 pass to you, as soon as you get that ball, go. But if you don't have a gap, a clear gap to attack, and that's what we want to do on zone defense a lot, is attack a gap, which I'll talk about in a minute, then you don't dribble right away. See what the defense gives you first. Take a minute, because you didn't dribble. Maybe he comes and defends you well, and then 5 comes over to the open spot, and you can pass it. You can pass the ball to 5. Okay, so don't dribble right away. So we're behind the zone there. And one thing we want to do in the zone is we want to attack gaps. So a gap is when there's a great distance between two defenders like this. Okay, so that's a big, if you have the ball here, that's a big gap. And what you'd want to do with that is just attack it, go in, stop and shoot, or go in all the way for a layup. So we want to attack gaps. The other thing you want to do when you're behind the zone is find the open spot on the floor. So say 4 cheats out a little bit, and sometimes that happens a lot. So maybe 4 comes out because 2 has the ball here, and maybe 5 doesn't move over as much. Then kind of come to the open spot on the floor so 2 can give you the ball and you can turn around and take a good shot. Okay, so you're just always looking to say remember, you take what the defense gives you. When you're behind the zone, you can see what the defense is giving you, and they're going to give you more because they can't see you. So you're just always looking, what can I take? Maybe the ball's over here, and one's defending him, 3s and 5 are over here, and 4, and you can just pop right up here, okay, to get the pass and take a shot. Okay, so there's a lot you can do, and again, we talked about good passing, screening, so all kinds of things that you can do. But be behind the zone, find the open spot, take what the defense gives you, and make good shots against the zone. Now against man, you can see here everyone's spread out. Well, we want everyone spread out because we don't want everyone inside here. They bring their defenders in here, and it's hard to get the ball in here, so everyone's spread out. So a couple things you could do here. So you see you're over here, not all the way over here, but inside a little bit. So say, we talked about this earlier, if 2 gets a ball, you could set a screen. You could set a screen for 5 and let 5 get open. You could find the open spot on the floor, get a pass from 1. So you just apply the same principles. Good passing, get open, set screens, take good shots, find the open spot on the floor, those types of things. And it's the same concepts against the man-to-man defense, really. So that's it for your position. Position number 4, the power forward. You'll often find yourself close to the rim. Oh, you know what? Let me go back. I almost forgot this. A big part against the zone that you can do is, and the advantage of being behind the zone too, is rebounding. So say 3 comes up and takes a shot. While everyone else is looking, block this guy out because you'll get a lot of points and a lot of good shots just from offensive rebounds because you're already behind the zone and you have the advantage there. So remember that against the zone, and really any time, but being a 4, a power forward, you're really known as a good rebounder, someone that's really going to get that ball. So while everyone else is looking to see if a shot goes in, it's really your responsibility to tag, block out, get the ball, to get rebounds. And it takes time and practice and get used to that, but the more you can say, when someone shoots, I'm going to block out and get the rebound. The more times you can do that, the better. So that's your position number 4.